Hatchling Run mode is coming soon back to Squad Busters, and since it is happening the first time after the 2.0 update, it will be for sure different. I mean, we don't have spells, we got now heroes, and we got a bunch of other active abilities which we will be able to use. So in today's video, I will talk about my expectations for the Hatchling Run mode 2.0 and about the abilities I will use in that mode when it is finally returning. MZ said thank you everybody for being here again, really appreciate it. The Hatchling Run mode is coming back soon to Squad Busters, as they have teased us already in the last Squad Up.
Hatchling Run will come back soon, with new balance changes and a final round packed with hatchlings.
And I guessed already before that it is happening after the Sonic event, and now that Sonic event has ended, I guess it can happen anytime soon, and well, I don't know when it will actually start, but I guess it's coming very soon. So for those guys who are new here, the Hatchling Run mode is a separated mode in Squad Busters. You're jumping into a battle with two of your friends or randoms to protect the chicken coop in the middle from those monsters. So you have to defend waves of monsters and in between get as many hatchlings as possible. And the best thing is those hatchlings can be spent in the shop for some insane rewards. At least that's how it was in the past. And I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see something similar when it is coming back. But for sure the mode will be different, because in the past we had spells. So we could place there the Expo from the Archer Queen, we could place the turrets from Chassis, well that is still somehow possible. And we got there the random spells appearing like a Rage or a Shrink spell, and that is definitely not working as before, as we got the 2.0 update and with that the active abilities. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to select like this here, our hero before the match is starting alongside two starter squaddies. In the past the lineup was then a random one, and that I guess makes sense that it would be that in the future as well, but it was fixed throughout the event. So for sure, the starter squaddies, the abilities and your hero will have straight an impact on your result of the game. And while I think that the heroes all will be good and the special combination should be better, but we come back to that in the future, the abilities will have a huge impact. Yeah boy, but I'm the only one enraging the squad. If you have enjoyed the video so far, then definitely don't forget to leave a like and subscribe completely for free to my channel, and don't forget to use code STORMY in Squad Busters. So let's check out all the abilities here, and I will tell you which ones I'm recommending and which ones I can't really recommend because they won't suit into the mode if it is staying mostly the same as it was in the past. And the first one, summon 3 classic elite barbarians, the charge. Well, that one actually could work, but against those big hordes of monsters, I'm pretty sure it would be just having a 2 less impact to be really useful. Then we got there the coin stash, and the coin stash is something interesting, as in the teaser, they have used the Bea Frenzy for the active bees flying around causing damage, together with coin stash. And I was like, well, why did they use coin stash there? Maybe coins are really a limitation in that mode. I mean, we will be able to collect carrots and the trees, and they have shown it there already. They are still on the map, so we should be able to get some coins with that. Furthermore, the monsters will give us some further coins, and each chicken you're bringing back to the coop will give you also some coins. So in general, I think coin economy was never an issue, but it was interesting that they are using the coin stash there, and it could be definitely helpful to grow your squad bigger and with that having a higher damage output. The lock can be interesting if you want to really protect the chicken coop in the middle, while I'm not sure if that is really needed. The damage was pretty alright in the past, but if they have buffed the damage of the monsters, yes, that lock could be useful, but I don't think so. The bug spray, well, I don't think it is really useful. The damage is just too low, and the small stuns, I'm not sure if that will really protect us. Then we got there the Bullet Storm. Well, Bullet Storm are piercing bullets, which could be helpful here, but also I think the main damage will still come from our squad and squaddies, so I'm not sure if that will be too helpful. Elbow Drop, that's kind of like the instant stun, which could protect us from one or the other monster there, especially the bosses, while I don't think it is too useful. Yes, a short cooldown, but also a small area, and in general, I think there are better ones. Supercell. Supercell is interesting. It has not a too long cooldown, and the spread and pushback is pretty good. So in the past, the Shelly was definitely good to use there, and this is like the active ability how Shelly was in the past. So Supercell, at least for one of the 3 teammates, can be useful. Skeleton Barrel, I would say no, those skeletons are not too strong. Chicken clones to move around faster could actually make sense, because we want to collect as many of the hatchlings as possible, and speed will be a key. So if we would select the chicken clones, and the medic as a starter, we will have kind of those infinite chickens around, and with that the speed boost. Maybe that's not a recommendation for all the players, but for a single guy, then being the main guy collecting those chickens, this could make actually sense. And as next we got the suppressing fire. Well, I don't think that is too helpful here as the damage is not too crazy. And then we got their power chord. Power chord with that stun. The duration is pretty alright and the spread is pretty big, so it could be good to use at least from one player to defend against those monsters. But the truth will be, do we need that stun? I don't think so actually. Arrow volley might be more helpful because everything that is causing a lot of damage is working versus those monsters. They are focusing all in the middle, so it's pretty easy to hitch any damaging ability, and with that arrow volley will be definitely a helpful one as the monsters won't dodge the second and third wave of arrows. Super bruise can be also helpful. It's kinda a stun and that bruise could help us defending, but I don't think so. Invisibility should not help here. Heal pack. The heal pack could actually work here, but I don't think so. I think having one healer, like a Pam active ability, which we're coming to from one of your teammates, will be more helpful. Sneaky bash. Extra coins stealing from the target? I don't think so. Coming to the Mega Fireball. Mega Fireball could be good to use. Quite a good of damage. Easy to predict where monsters are running to. And the afterburn damage should help us to defeat those waves. And I mean, those monsters are kind of overlapping in the center, so that damage will be definitely having a good impact. Freeze spell could be helpful. It was helpful in the past, as they are coming, like in one wave, from multiple areas, the monsters are coming over to the middle. And to block one area off, focus the other with the teammates, and then focusing this one, could actually work. Blazing Light, I think, is a must-use ability here. As it is causing damage, it is stunning for a short duration, and it is healing you. Heal will be definitely an issue, and it was already an issue in the past. And right now, yes, Poke will heal us when we defeat a monster, so that will definitely a good squaddy to use, but it's depending on which squaddies we will be able to use. And from that perspective, Blazing Light will be good, as well as the Barrel Bomb. Just as I've explained, the monsters will not be able to dodge any damage, and with that Barrel Bomb will be definitely a blast to use. First shot, not too good. Mind Trap. And I think Mind Trap will be very, very good to use. Yep, the damage is pretty good. And to have one guy placing actively the trap mine into the path where monsters are coming from should be helpful here. I'm not sure if it is good if everybody would use it. But I'm pretty sure it is good if at least one guy would use it. As well as the Shrink Potion. Yes, the Shrink Potion, reducing that monster damage. It's really depending on how strong they have made the monsters. But in general, the Shrink Potion should be good to use at least from one guy. The same counts there for the Giant Heal Station. So having a player in the squad or in the 3 people in the party which has that Giant Heal Station should be super helpful, as this heal is definitely super nice alongside having a Poco and 2 else healer. So I would definitely recommend the Shrink Potion, the Giant Heal Station and the Mind Trap there. Sentry Crab. Well, Sentry Crab has tons of HP and should distract monsters and could be useful, but it's a little bit depending on how the monsters are set up, and the same counts for the Hog Stampede. Hog Stampede pushing back, and if it is really working like that, monsters are getting a further pushback with those multiple hogs pushing over, that can be also useful. Not sure if all should use it, pretty sure only one guy would be enough. Then we got the coin pouch, not too useful, but the giant turret. Giant turret, well, it's a little bit depending on the output of damage of that, and we will definitely have to test it, and I would leave the giant turret there as something which could be used. Same counts kind of for the power tank, but I'm pretty sure power tank duration will be too short. The giant turret, if you protect it, the duration should be alright. It could be okay to use, we're gonna find it out together. Bea Frenzy, that's one of those abilities they have used in the teaser. And yes, in the past, whenever you had a bee that was good, can use a bee hopefully. At least we could use her as a starter and have those bees flying around. They're gonna help us to catch those hatchlings, and for sure having some good damage versus those monsters. Not sure if we need the Bea Frenzy, but could be on the list to try it out. Eruption, not too good. Scattershot laser could be useful, pretty short cooldown, and if the monsters are close in the middle, to have those spreading flying shots could be definitely nice. And kind of similar to the super shockwave, to the poke ability, it could be useful to protect and stun a direction. It's a little bit depending on the monsters. And the cyclone laser, too small hit area to be that useful in my opinion. And the digging charge not too useful as well. So these are all now the things where we could focus on the monsters, but we have to collect hatchlings, and for that case, well, the crab as well as the Nita beer, the giant turret and the tank could be useful to gather some further of the hatchlings, but now we got there some cooldowns. I'm not sure if that is too good. Like in the past, we could get, whenever we got a chassis in our team, one further turret, just place it somewhere, and the duration was that long that we could collect a major part of our hatchlings with these abilities. And I think that is not the case anymore. If we get a chassis in the lineup, yes, every chest will bump up one of the turrets, which will be as good as in the past. But for the active ability, I'm pretty sure we should focus more on defeating the waves instead of grabbing further hatchlings with it. Nevertheless, something like Blazing Light, Fireball, Barrel Bomb could help us to throw into one direction where a lot of hatchlings are at, like this side, and we focus with our squad on the other side to grab those hatchlings in parallel. Like that's what we were doing in the past with that bomb spell, for example. So I think these will be the best ones. And if I would shortly sum it up, we will definitely have a blast with Fireball, the arrows, and the barrel bomb, as they being the major damaging abilities. Beside that, Blazing Light will be for sure good as a hybrid spell, and there might be the Mind Trap being astonishingly good alongside the Shrink Potion, the Giant Heal Station, and the Freeze spell. These will be like my top 8 for using in this new mode. But at the end, the new mode will show us which ones are really good, and for sure I will prepare some guides for you on some good combinations, because combination and team synergy will be here even more important than in the 1 versus 1 battles we have. It's a 3-player based mode, and for sure team synergy will be super important. So what are your thoughts on the abilities? Is there any sneaky thing you're gonna get? Recommend to me. Write it down below in the comments. And if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, and happy busting.